Yo, what up people? So in this video I'll be showcasing the new changes that will be coming in the next season that are on the TTS right now, starting with the new menu hub. So the layout is much cleaner and I like it already. So they've added the info on the bottom of all the separate playlists below, so you can see the rules compared to the other playlists side by side. And a quick description of what that playlist is, maps, and what game modes are in it. These are the new rank charms for next season. I think that's Earth, with the color of your rank as a casing around it with some orbs on the outside. The higher the rank, the more orbs they are, and I'm not really a fan of these, to be honest. The terrorist hunt mode has been changed to the new training ground, so you click that and this is where you'll find everything terrorist hunt involved. And they changed the name of terrorist hunt classic, the mode where you go and just kill all the terrorists that are inside. That has now been renamed to elimination. The learning area is a new section for beginners. This is where they put the situations and the tutorial videos along with some tips at the bottom. Before, those were scattered all over and the videos are kind of hard to find, so I like that they made them a lot easier to find and put all of them in one section. Onto the seasonal weapon skins, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed by these. It's not that they look bad, but it's just that they look okay. They definitely don't look like they're worth 25,000 renowned. Plus, I think they were outdone 10 times over by Yana's exclusive weapon skins. There's supposed to be 3 seasonal skins, but there are only 2 on TTS right now, so I guess they want to leave the last one as a surprise. If I had to buy one, it would be this one right here because of the engravings at the top. I think that looks pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, they're just they're okay. So this is the Cloud Streak skin for Yana's weapons. I'm so disappointed that this isn't a seasonal skin. Like, look at how good this looks. The matte looking black and the white actually has like this carbon fiber pattern on it. The grip and the back of the stock has a design made with hexagons. This is a skin I'd be more than willing to pay 25,000 renowned for. So unfortunately, this is only for the ARX 200 and the G36C, so at least you get to use it on Yana, Nomad, and Ash. But enough of that, on to gameplay changes. So this is the new buff to recruits, and it is a big one. So what they've done is, instead of giving recruits all of the different CTU's weapons, they've actually made the list of guns a lot smaller and given them attachments. For defense, you can choose between Mute's MP5 with the hollow sight and flash hider, or Bandit's 870 shotgun. Secondaries are the P12 pistol and the SMG11 with the red dot sight. For gadgets, you can choose between nitros, a shield, or impacts, and a bulletproof camera or barbed wire. On attack, you can pick between the L85 the hollow, Dokubi's DMR, or Gridlock's M249 LMG. For secondaries, you get the P12 pistol, the Super Shorty shotgun, or the C75 machine pistol. And for secondary gadgets, you get smoke, frags, and then breach, stuns, or claymores. So this is an insane buff to recruits. Recruits were a joke before to mess around with, but I can actually see people playing recruits for their utility and loadouts now. I mean, some people don't even use their operator's abilities anyways, so why not just taking up like the recruit that has more utility? Frags and stuns recruits can help burn ADSs on site now. Castle also got a buff. He got a Super Shorty to help make rotations along with his impacts, and Frost now has the hollow sight that Mozzie and Smoke have. I'll stick with the reflex sight, but at least it's another option for people to choose from. Barricades and debris have been fixed, so no longer will planks of wood stick in the spot that you hit. It's consistent and it doesn't build up debris on the window ledge, blocking that perfect spawn peak. I love this change. DMRs got a big buff that I am really happy with. So DMRs are more destructive. They can now destroy hatches and put shotgun size holes in soft surfaces in just 3 shots. They did this to give more incentive to use DMRs over some of the full auto weapons. And as one of the few DMR users in the game, I really like this change. I always choose it. I always choose the 417 over the F2, and now I might pick it over Lens Vector. So I don't know, we'll see. This is also a really big buff to Dokubi as well, seeing that the primary most people normally use with her is a DMR, so she now has a bit more soft destruction ability. So this is a change to drones. They've added 3 options to droning after the prep phase ends. So by default it's set at automatic, which is when the prep phase ends, it pulls you off of your drone, which is, you know, what everyone's accustomed to right now. If you set it to semi-auto after the prep phase ends, you can stay on your drone, but if your drone is destroyed, then it's gonna pull you out of the observation tool. And lastly, if you set it to manual, whether your drone is alive or you're watching someone else's drone, you're gonna have to manually pull yourself out of the observation tool after the prep phase ends. and I think this is a great quality of life change and everyone's going to be happy with it. Also, attacker drone spawn, so wherever you choose to attack on the map, your drone is now going to spawn on that site. The next test isn't accurate because everyone's recoil control is different, but I just wanted to show the difference in recoil on the ARX 200. Now you can actually put a foregrip on it. On Nomad you can't, but on Yana you can equip one and it handles so much better. I already like the gun, but with a grip I like it even more. So if you don't play Nomad and you were going to use Ash's G36 on Yana, I suggest you give this gun a try because it's really good. Now on to operator buffs and nerfs. First up is Twitch. So they're making the Twitch drone more like Echo's yokai drone. You now have 3 shots instead of 5. The cooldown between shots is now 1 second instead of 2, and the shots can refill, but it takes 25 seconds. And the damage on the shot drone is now 1 damage per shot, all the way down from 10. IQ also got a buff. If your team hasn't spotted the objective and IQ spots it on her gadget, it'll now be highlighted for the entire team instead of just for IQ. I think it should have been like this from the beginning, but hey, at least they added it now. So Warden also got another buff. His gadget now acts like Kavera's and Vigil's abilities. You can turn it on and off as long as there's more than 20% of the bar filled. You can now use it for 10 seconds and it's also 10 seconds to refill. So Warden is slowly getting better with every buff. And lastly, the Legion nerf. Legion straps will lose the icon if you're more than 8 meters away from them and you have to be in line of sight. The initial damage is now gone and down attackers can't be killed by goo mines anymore. So the Frostmat and Legion trap insta-kill combo, that's now done. So I love all of the changes so far except this one. I'm not really a fan of this one. I would have preferred them to take away 3 traps, leaving him with 5. You can take away the initial damage, but I would prefer they to leave the icons above. Reason being, I know other trap operators don't have icons showing where the traps are, but they don't have that many. Plus, they aren't invisible. Legion has 8 and all the icons are gone, so you know, it's just like you see the alert pop up on the right and it's like, okay, which one out of my 8 invisible traps did they step on? So yeah, that's the only issue. I played with him so far in TTS and it just takes a while to get used to, but I still would prefer having the icons there and giving him less traps, so it would be still less frustrating for the attackers. I'm not saying he's weak or useless now, he still has a pretty good loadout. It's just a case of figuring out which one out of the many traps did the attacker step on, that's all. But yeah, that's the end of this video. So if you found this helpful, you can leave a like and share it around, and comment down below if you've played on the TTS. What are your thoughts on the new season so far, and subscribe for more Rainbow Six Siege content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.